Frank, you've done a lot of things in your career, both as a player and a manager. Winning a game like that is one of the best feelings you can possibly have, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. It's what we do the job for, and not every day is like this. But you have to enjoy the moment when they come, and I enjoyed it today because I loved our performance. Our performance was so good throughout the game that if we hadn't got what we deserved, and it can happen in football, but it would have been a travesty in a sense because of the performance from minute one, how we played the first half. We should be 2 or 3 goals up. Real quality in our play, good pressure from us off the ball, which we wanted to have here. Gave them nothing other than the goal, which was obviously a long free kick and then a corner. But other than that, through the game, I don't think they had a shot on target or any real threat. So when you have that feeling and you go, oh, it's one of those days, but then that flips because of the character of the boys, then it makes it a special day. So it's only 3 points, it's only another win. But you can enjoy it in the moment and understand what it takes to get us to this point. We've had 4 wins now. Through the lads' hard work and organisation and dedication, and we need to continue, take every game as it comes. But today we can enjoy tonight because the lads fully deserved that. It wasn't a 2-1 game, it should have been much more clear than that. But football makes you have to fight for it sometimes, and they certainly did that.
Yeah, and Stoke set up to frustrate, and as you mentioned just now, it looked like they ultimately were perhaps going to go away with a point, but Jack Radoni, well, Ellis Sims first of all chases the goalkeeper down, and then Jack perfectly places it inside the far post for the winner, doesn't he?
Yeah, and you know the value of subs. Ellis coming on, really pleased for him. He's been brilliant in the last few weeks because even though he's not starting, when he comes on with that every week at the minute. And he had his period of starting. He will have more of that, I'm sure, this season because I'm relying on him and Hadji in that number 9, and I'm delighted for him to have that assist as such. And all the boys that come on because they're all pushing now, and we know we've got options to come on. But yeah, we deserved. As I say, you're right. Stoke I think came with a set up to, you know, the defence. You can see it was centre backs in there, back four a lot. That sort of fill to stop us. But the way we played from the bottom of the pitch through the lines, there was no answer to that for them in the first half. And that's what I loved about us. We played against Sheffield United. We got a great result. We were not so good on the ball from the bottom of the pitch. Every game's different, but we tried to address it in the 2 days between the games, and the boys addressed it. They dealt with it, and some of our football was brilliant in the first half.
And appropriate that on Legends Day you've marked it with a win in those circumstances, Frank, do you think?
Yeah, because it's great. I loved it. I loved the programme before the game. I love the fact that players here have done great things for this club, are well respected, and that goes both ways. They come to the game. Last year I was really taken aback by how great it was and how much the club had put into inviting the Legends back and making it a day. So when they come, it's nice to entertain them and give them that result, and I'm sure they had a couple of beers upstairs or whatever and enjoyed watching it.
No, definitely. And of course, you take the lap of appreciation as you always do, but there just seemed to be a little bit more to that. Was that because of the circumstances of how you've won the game today?
Yeah, because of the character, because it was what we deserved, and we can all, in our own minds, get resigned to the fact that it might not be, because you get to the 7 minutes of stoppage time and then the game's being broken by them at any point, so it could die. Our lads didn't let it die, and we got a big 3 points. And we know they're all critical now, so you can enjoy that at the end because the fans loved it, I loved it, the players did, they should, because of the way they played. And then quickly come down and think about the next one. But today, the lads fought for a result. They were brilliant in every sense of the game.
Matt, many congratulations. How did that feel? Can you put it into words for us?
Well, deserved, I think. I thought we played really well, especially first half. Disappointed to concede the goal right before half time, but I thought start of the second half we came out and did exactly the same. Limited them to very little. Created a fair amount of chances. So yeah, I think we deserved that slice of luck at the end.
And it looked as though the sands of time were against you, but it says a lot about the group that you keep going and looking for the winner, and ultimately you got that today, didn't you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, at home especially, we're always going to keep going and keep pushing for the win. Like I say, we piled on as much pressure as we could, and towards the end it maybe looked like it wasn't going to happen for us, but the lads come on, Brandon plays through, and Ellis running after it. It's going to take everyone to get to where we want to get to this year, and that shows there. Little slice of luck at the end, like I said, and yeah, deserved 3 points.
And that was going to be my next point, really. It's not just about the starters, it's about the finishers these days. It is very much a squad game, and people coming off the bench play their part as they did today.
Yeah, a massive part, and especially when you have so many games coming thick and fast. Obviously, played away on Wednesday night, and you have to recover as much as you can for the game today. So there's some tired bodies at the end. We keep plugging away, and it's the lads that come off the bench that make the real impact. I know Rudy got the goal, but it's the lead up to that makes all the difference.
And we last spoke at QPR, and it was quite an honest conversation, I think, with you and the gaffer after that game. And yet you've managed to turn things around. You basically said to me, I think that day, stick with us. We are capable of turning this around, and you've been as good as your word so far.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you can see from the start of the season we're more than capable to string some wins together. Went for a tough period at Christmas for a number of reasons, and we come out the other side of it much stronger for that. Look, there's going to be a lot more twists and turns, I'm sure, in the next 11 games, but we've got a bit of momentum, so we just want to keep going with that.
And Frank Onyeka has come in and made a difference alongside you. I know he had to go off today, but just praise what he's brought to the team as far as you personally and collectively is concerned.
Yeah, he's brilliant to play with. He's a different profile than what we got, really. So he's come in and shored us up a little bit, and like I say, he's a pleasure to play with. He always fills gaps, and he's everywhere, and he's a real good ball player as well. So yeah, him coming in has made a difference, giving everyone a boost, and like I say, we're stacked everywhere across the pitch now. So yeah, there's competition for places. That healthy competition drives us on every day, and that's what keeps the standards up.
I say he had to come off. Is he okay? Do you know?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. I checked in with him after, and he said, I'll be okay. So just precaution, I hope.
Yeah, made of stern stuff. You look at the table now, and I know there's a long way to go, still 11 matches left, but to be 8 points clear at the top, 9 points clear of, the chasing pack as well, that's a crucial position to be in at this point in the season, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. It's a great position to be in, but you know how fast the Championship can change. So we just need to double down and keep our standards high and keep the momentum going. That's the only way we're going to get to where we want to get to. We've had a lot of honest conversations about that over the last however many weeks when things weren't going so well. So we need to remember those times and crack on and keep doing what we're doing.
And the celebrations at the end, I know you do that every week, come round and thank the supporters. There just seemed a little bit more to them today because of the circumstances of this victory, Matt, did you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what you get with a last minute winner. When it looks like you're gonna get a point and then you grab another two at the end, which I thought were thoroughly deserved. And yeah, a last minute win always gives that little bit extra, and it's been a really tough run of fixtures. And 4 on the bounce, I think we've won now, so we just need to keep that going and keep the energy high in training when we come and play here and away as well, which obviously the fans play a big part in that. They've been outstanding again today, so we're just glad we get the win.